Hello everyone, MyStarring here, and today we're going to be killing some demons, minions, and hopefully nobody else. Alright, we have a Chancellor, so we have two outcasts. We do not have any duplicates, so it has to be the Plague Doctor and a Drunk. So we know the Plague Doctor is good. This Alchemist obviously did not cure two corruptions, so alright, not corrupted means we kill him. Alright. Judge is a big liar. A judge is corrupted. Okay. Empress is telling the truth. 7 is good. Let's see. Yeah, 1 is good, 3 is good, and 7 is good, which means this bishop is lying. Bishop's the drunk. Okay, cool. Alright, we're off to a great start. We only killed 2 innocent people. Alright, bishop's telling the truth. 4 away from closest evil. Okay, that is false. And 2 should not be corrupted, because for 2 to be corrupted, 3 would have to be the puka, but then 4 should be corrupted as well. What? Oh, the freaking alchemist cured the bishop. Okay, fine. Alright, so the alchemist is truthful. The jester is actually a puka. Okay. Alright, now what? Well, could the bombardier actually be a minion? 8 would be a drunk. And that's possible. Okay, it could be 1 is evil and 8 is drunk. What is this jester? What does this fake jester think? Alright. Useless. Let's see what the judge thinks. Alright, judge is telling the truth. Wait. Oh, that was bad. I knew the judge was telling the truth because the last evil has to be 1, 7, or 8. Okay. 8 cannot be evil because then 8 would be lying and 1 would also be evil. So 8 is good. So I guess the only thing the Slayer can do is try to kill the Bombardier. Okay. Awesome. Yep, no drunk. It's a lot of Plague Doctors. 2 or 7 is a Chancellor. Well, original Baker is truthful. Well, let's just test all the Plague Doctors. Alright, so 8 is good. Alright. 4 is good. And this Oracle's telling the truth. 2 is telling the truth, and that means the Poet has to be evil. Alright, we have 2 outcasts. We have the Empress duplicates. Okay, the Bishop is telling the truth. Okay, 2 is the minion, 4 is the outcast, and 7 is a villager. Okay, cool. So the Plague Doctor is real. The Druid is telling the truth. And then, Right, there's no doppelganger because we know there's a wretch and a Plague Doctor. Okay, we know 9 is not corrupted. We know 7 is not corrupted. So 8 is not the puka. 1 is not the puka. 6 is not the puka. So it's either 5 or 3. I'm going to test if 5 is the puka. by pointing at 6. 3 is evil, 6 is corrupted. Okay. So this bard is lying. Awesome. Yeah, there were multiple possibilities there where various people are corrupted, but luckily I discovered enough of them. Oh, there's just the one outcast. Okay, Druid's telling the truth. Dreamer's telling the truth. There's only one pair of evil. If this knitter was evil, then she'd be telling the truth. So she's good. And I guess it's either of these two. Let's just, Alright, fortune teller's lying. Okay, we have a shaman. Yeah, there are 2 knitters, there are 2 hunters, and that's it. Okay, so it's possible we also have a doppelganger. Hunter number 7 could be telling the truth, but it doesn't seem likely. Given that, I guess over half of the board, well, I guess exactly half of the board, not counting him, are, like, ruled out if he's telling the truth. So these knitters disagree with each other. These hunters kind of disagree with each other. Well, okay, so if they're both telling the truth, then it's these 3. Then I guess the doppelganger pair is 4 and 7. I don't know, I guess... Well, no, then 3 would be telling the truth, because they're 2 pairs of evil. Okay, the hunters are not... They're definitely... Yeah, the hunters are definitely not both truthful, and same with the knitters. Okay. I think I'll just kill one of them. Well, let's see what the Plague Doctor thinks. Plague Doctor thinks 7 is just evil. Cool. Alright, what does the Dreamer think? Okay, Dreamer's truthful. 6 is not the Puka. 4 is not the Puka. 9 is not the Puka. So it's either 8 or 3. 8 or 3 is the Puka. Well, let's see what this Judge thinks. Alright, Judge is a big liar. Awesome. Right side is definitely not more evil. So this architect is lying, and then one of these 2 people, I guess, should be lying and or evil. I guess the shaman pair has to be the 2 knitters. Yeah, so 9 is obviously corrupted and good. 3... Okay, so if 3 is telling the truth, then 6 is evil. If 4 is telling the truth, then 3 is evil. Well, let's... Wait, no, but 3 is not evil. Okay, whatever. I overcomplicated that. I just kill 6 and 4 in whatever order I feel like. Okay. Is the baker corrupted? Well, okay, let's see what outcasts we have. Could we have a doppelganger? Poet, Gemcrafter, Empress, Oracle, Baker, Gemcrafter, Dreamer. Well, we have a shaman pair. Or we have a shaman, so this is a pair. Poet, Empress, Oracle, Baker, Dreamer. Okay, those are all different. Yeah, so there's no doppelganger, which means the Plague Doctor has to be good. And the 2 Gemcrafters have to be good. Oh, this one's telling the truth. Alright, is 4 corrupted? No. Is 6 truthful? No. Alright. Okay, this knitter is lying. because there's a puppeteer and a puppet. And the only way the knitter could be good is if the knitter is the drunk. In which case, you know, sucks to be them. Alright, we don't have any recharging nighttime abilities. Okay, closest evils, or the evils are still not, they're still adjacent. Whatever. Closest evil is equidistant. That is true. Could be the puppet. 4, 6, 8. Yeah, that has to be true. Could be the puppet. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We just kill one and then kill the other. That poor Enlightened. There was nothing I could have done about that 50-50. Okay, 4 was affected by an evil. Okay. That's possible. Alright, the only corruption here is the drunk. Let's just kill this baker. Alright. Alright, number 4 thinks there's a drunk. Number 7 thinks there's a drunk. They're both truthful. They have to be the shaman pair. The witness is telling the truth because both of the people in the shaman pair count as being affected by an evil. I guess it just means 1 and 5 are the 2 evils. By process of elimination. Okay. What does the judge think? Judge is a big liar. Okay. We have a counselor. Okay. If 6 was evil, then 7 would also be evil. That's not possible, so 6 is good. If 6 is the drunk, then 7 would be evil. Oh, well, 7's wrong. We don't know if 7 is the drunk. Yeah, we don't care. No corrupted characters. Well, that would be true if there's no drunk. We have 2 oracles that could actually both be telling the truth. We have 2 dreamers. Let's kill one and see if one dies. Okay. So 4 thinks that 2 is the witch. Oh, 5 is accusing herself and 2. So 5 could be corrupted, or 2 could be the witch. Those are the only possibilities. Okay. Is this dreamer truthful? Yep. Alright, truthful, truthful, truthful. Closest evils counterclockwise. Not truthful. Okay. Truthful alchemist, truthful confessor. Yeah, we have a shaman. Medium, dreamer, enlightened, alchemist, confessor, lover. Okay, those are all different, so the 2 architects have to be good. And there isn't enough corruption for the both of them, so they both have to be truthful as well. Which means we need 2 evils on the left. So out of these 3, there need to be 2 evils. Which I think means that the medium... Well, okay, the Plague Doctor definitely has to be evil. The Enlightened is definitely lying. 8 is not a real Plague Doctor. Okay, what? Okay, 5 is not corrupted. I guess if 5 was corrupted, the alchemist... No. 5 could have been the drunk, in which case the alchemist would fail to cure it. Whatever. Alright, is 8 corrupted? No. Alright. The lover is... Well, okay, Plague Doctor is real. Medium is truthful. Druid is truthful. 4 is accusing 9 of being evil. Two evils adjacent to this lover. Oh, there's no puppet. Okay. So anybody who's telling the truth has to be good. Alright, lover thinks that 4 is good. Yeah, so the puppeteer has to be surrounded. The puppeteer is not surrounded on this side. Puppeteer has to be surrounded on the top. Okay. Alright, now we do have a puppet. 3 or 8 is a puppeteer. Okay, well, 3's not a puppeteer. Hmm. 2 could be a puppet if 1 was the puppeteer. Yeah, so the oracles are definitely disagreeing with each other. So it is... Yeah, it's impossible for them to be the doppelganger pair, because if they're the doppelganger pair, then one of them has to be corrupted, but then there's no plague doctor. So one of them has to be evil. Well, if 2 is the puppet, then 2 is telling the truth. Okay. Then what? What if I kill 6? If I kill 6, and 6 is telling the truth, then 8 is the puppeteer, 9 is the puppet, 4 would be evil, and then I guess 2 would be good, and then either 1 or 7 is the last evil. Which I guess is possible. Oh, if this baker is telling the truth, then the other dreamer is fake. I wonder if 7 is corrupted. Let's see if 7's... Yeah, 7's corrupted. So the possibilities are 1 is a fake plague doctor, and 7 actually did get corrupted. Okay, well, let's... Okay, so suppose 8 is actually evil. Then 8 is a puppeteer. 7 is not a puppet, so 9 is a puppet. 7 is corrupted. This oracle is evil. Oh yeah, anybody who's lying is evil at this point. 1, 3, and 7 are all good. So if I find out that the plague doctor is telling the truth, then I just kill 2, 4, 8, and 9, and we're good for sure. Alright. Yeah, 3 and 8 are clearly not puppeteers. Cured 1 corruption, did you? Okay. Alright, well, there's only one outcast, and it has to be face up. This bishop is lying. This baker is lying. This hunter is lying. This druid is lying. Huh. It's a lot of people who aren't telling the truth. Oh, 7's telling the truth. Well, no matter what, I can kill 1 good person without losing. So let's try to kill the knight and see if the knight dies. Okay? So the bishop is probably corrupted, and yeah, anybody else who is lying can go die. Yep. You did it. Two pairs of evil. Well, they agree with each other. The hunters do not agree with each other. I think it's impossible for 6 to be telling the truth. If 6 was telling the truth... okay, it's not impossible if... No, it is impossible. If 6 was telling the truth, 7 would have to be lying. And if 7's evil, then 6 is lying. If 7 is corrupted, then 7's the drunk. And 6 cannot be a real hunter. Okay. So one of these is the puppet. That's cool. Aw, freaking witch. Okay, well, 9 is good. Hmm. Do I just guess between these two people which one of them is the puppet? Well, after I do that, I have to figure out... I mean, I could try to figure out who I'm going to kill afterward. Like, this hunter is definitely telling the truth. This Empress, might not be telling the truth. Let's kill this Empress and see if she's telling the truth. Oh, okay, she is. That means 9 is... Or, sorry, that means 8 is evil. Hunter's telling the truth and is not a puppet. 2 pairs of evil. Is that possible? Well, left side is definitely more evil. Oh, one of these guys is drunk and the other one's evil, I think. Yeah, so if they're telling the truth, then this knitter has to be evil. So I think it's just this knitter is drunk and the other one's evil. No corrupted characters. You know what, let's just kill this guy and see what happens. Okay, fine. Alright, what does the Plague Doctor say? 2 is evil, 1 is corrupted. Okay, cool. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, so now I click this, and if I kill a drunk, we're fine. We survive. The scout is good. He might not be truthful. Lover is definitely truthful. Oh, yeah, 7 is definitely good, so this gem crafter is telling the truth. And, wait, 3... Oh, yeah, 3 is good because Lilith is lying. Poisoner is 1 card away from closest evil. That's actually false because we know the scout is good. So 3 must be corrupted. And that means both the knights are good and not corrupted. Puppeteer is 2 cards away from closest evil. Get out of my game. Okay, Alchemist is truthful. The Bard thinks that 1 is corrupted. Okay. 5 or 7 is a Puppeteer. That is false. Oh, there's no puppet. Alright, cool. Let's see what the Poisoner thinks about these 2 guys. Alright, one of them is evil. Okay. Let's see if this Confessor is corrupted. Alright, good job, Plague Doctor. Okay, Empress is telling the truth. 3 is evil, which means 4 and 6 are not evil. Yeah, we don't know if 6 is telling the truth. 5 thinks that 1 is corrupted. Let's see if the Jester thinks that the Jester is evil. The Jester does not think that the Jester is evil. Therefore, the Jester must not be corrupted, which means 5 is fibbing. Yeah, because if the Jester was corrupted, there would actually be 0 evils among them. It's a lot of, that's a lot of mediums. Alright, there's no way 6 is telling the truth. Yeah, there we go. Oh, and since demons don't double claim, now we kill 5. That was easy. Well, 8 could be a real outcast. Let's see what the Druid thinks. Alright, Druid is a big liar. Nice. Alright, what does the other Druid think? The Druid thinks there's a Bombardier, and that definitely has to be true. 2, demons will never disguise as an outcast, so 2 has to be real. 1 is telling the truth. The Jester is telling the truth. Yeah, I think it's just one of these two. The Baker could be corrupted, and 5 could be lying and evil. Or the Knitter could be telling the truth, and 4 could be a Lilith. Okay. Alright. It's a lot of corruption. It's concerning. I'm gonna kill this knight. Yeah, fine. Okay. So 10 is good. Yeah, since 4 and 10 are both good. The poet is definitely lying. We don't know if the poet is evil or if the poet is corrupted. Other poet thinks that 6 is evil. Yeah, that's an oracle. There are no other oracles here. That would make the puzzle a little simpler. 2 pairs of evil? That's actually impossible. Alright, so 8 is lying. I'm gonna test the fortune teller on herself, and if she's corrupted, she'll say true. Okay, 9 is not corrupted. Well, that doesn't really tell me much. Evils are not adjacent. Well, these 2 knitters can't both be good. So fortune teller is you know, truthful or evil. Yeah, I think maybe doing that with the fortune teller was not a smart idea. So the bard thinks that 8 is not corrupted. But I think the chance that 8 is corrupted is kind of low. Okay. Things are certainly going. Okay, but since we know that 9 is not corrupted, we know that 8 corrupted 7, so 7 has to be good. Which means 7 is a real bard. So this medium is telling the truth. 9 is not corrupted. We still don't know if 9 is evil. Okay. Oh, 4 got corrupted by the Plague Doctor. Awesome. So we know that 5 and 6 are not corrupted. So one of these two has to be evil. Okay, so the poet is good. The fortune teller is good. Yes, this is one of these two. And we should not have duplicate poets. Alright. Oh, that was concerning, but we got there. Ooh, 3 outcasts. That's a lot of outcasts. Let's just test both the fortune tellers. I'm a simple guy. Alright, they're both telling the truth. They must be the doppelganger pair. Let's have the Slayers kill each other. I think that'd be fun. Okay, they both suck. Got him. Yeah, because at the very least, one of them had to be evil. And if they failed to kill each other, I just killed them both. And one of them might be the drunk, but the other one is for sure evil. Well, actually, well, yeah. If one of them's the drunk, then there are no good copies of that roll. Cured 0 corruptions? Well, that's true. Bombardier... Actually, we don't know if the Bombardier is real. We have 2 knitters. Alright. Then we have, Oh, wait, we have 2 outcasts. Okay, so we have 2 knitters, and... What do we have? Empress, Jester, Fortune Teller, Scout, Hunter, Alchemist. Okay, those are all different. So these knitters are both good, and they have to both be truthful, because one of them's the doppelganger, and must be truthful, and also agrees with the other one. Okay. This Hunter might actually be telling the truth. Let's just see if the Jester is truthful. Nope. Alright, you know, we tried. Whoops, yeah, so 2 is not evil, and 7 is not evil, so 1 is just accusing 6. Yeah, one of these knitters is the doppelganger that's next to the puka. Let's see what this fortune teller thinks. Fortune teller is a big liar. Okay. If 6 was evil, then 6 would actually be 3 cards away from the other evil. So 6 has to be good. And also truthful. So yeah, 1 is lying, 2, 6, and 7 are all good. And there's no more corruption that could account for that. 3 is good, you say? Alright, yeah, there are no outcasts anywhere, so we're just testing the druids on nothing. Judge is truthful. 2, 5, and 6. Yeah, 2 is truthful. I think that means 6 has to be truthful, and 7 is evil. Alright. Well, again, that's where I'm going to call it. Good job, we made it through another 25 villages. Thanks for watching, and we'll see if we can do the same thing next time.